Chutes, chimps, start with solder in the top middle area as low as you can and as centered as possible. The placement shouldn't be too precise, but just try and do it as precisely as you can so that your results are exactly the same as mine. So Chutes is quite a difficult map actually. Not really in the end, but in the beginning it is. That's why we're going to use Sauda, because she makes the early game really, really easy. So yeah, just chill for now. Sauda should clean everything up. If you have a leak, which should not be possible, just try again. So when you get $380, get a sniper where I put it, about where I put it, and put it to strong. If you have to micro it and put it back to first, do that during round 9. Just slow it down. If something gets past Sauda, put the sniper to first, then put it back to strong. We'll have to do that just a little bit in the early game, because that makes it really easy for the late game, so yeah. Get fast firing on the sniper when you can. And just have this screen open the way it is. If anything gets past, put it to first, then back to strong. Get even faster firing at the end of round 11. For rounds 14 and 15, just keep the micro screen ready to go. 14 shouldn't leak, but 15 may, so just keep your eyes on the micro screen, well, on the map at all times. If you get a leak like I just did, put it to first. Leave it on first if you're getting a lot of leaks on 15. You will be completely fine, as long as you just micro a little bit. Put it back to strong before 16, obviously, very important. And now you should be able to afford a Spectre, so get that as close to Sauda as you can, so as low and centered as possible, right above Sauda. The placement isn't too important, but again, try and get it as close as you can. It's just going to make everything easier. Get long reach on it as soon as you can. And then get smart spikes, and then put the targeting to smart as soon as possible. And yeah, now you shouldn't have to micro the sniper at all, ever. Smart spikes really saves this map a lot. Get bigger stacks on the Spectre when you can. You should be getting it right now. I got it a bit late, but yeah, you should be getting it sooner rather than later. Get white hot spikes when you can. You don't need to do it right now, but you will need it before round 28. So just get it ASAP. $27 should not get close. If you put shrapnel on your sniper, it's even less close, but it shouldn't. You shouldn't need it. I don't have it on my sniper. You don't need to put it on yours right now. So yeah, 28 goes down, the leads get destroyed by the Spectre, no problem. 30 gets a bit closer, but as you do see, we do survive. If for some reason you don't, you can just use Sauda's first ability. At the end of 30, get spiked balls, and we're a lot safer now. Again, if a lead gets past the spikes, then just use Sauda's ability, but it shouldn't get past, as you just saw. After you get spiked balls, get an alk, and then get larger potions, acidic mixture dip. Put it exactly where I put it, so closer to the Spectre than to Sauda, but still close to both. Make it 200, and yeah, we're just going to save up for Berserker Brew. Get Berserker Brew, as soon as you can. Then get Stronger Acid and Perishing Potions. And yeah, now we're just chilling. Smart Spikes really carries on this map. It's the secret to this map. Like, I think a lot of the more difficult maps in BTD6, they all have a certain weakness. And the weakness to this map is Smart Spikes. Put your Alk to Strong just so it targets some of the leads. So that Souter can hit them too. But yeah, we're just saving up for Stronger Stim. That's going to let us destroy the Moab with no problems. Get Stronger Stim at the start of 39. And yeah, Souter kind of just does work. Because she gets the Alk buff too, so yeah, she cooks. And lets the Spectre cook as well. Round 40. You don't need any abilities, you should be completely fine. Just like that, nothing at all, no problems. Before 42, get Night Vision Goggles and Shrapnel Shot on your sniper. And you can set him to first. I don't think it actually changes anything, he's pretty useless at this point. But yeah, just leave him on first. If something leaks, he'll catch it, but nothing actually leaks, so you're not going to have any problems. Yeah, right now we're just saving up for Spiked Mines, which, as of update 37, is amazing. And yeah, really does a lot of work in this run. Along with Souter, as you can see, she's just completely destroying. At the start of 47, get Spiked Mines, and now we're pretty much completely safe against anything and everything. Once you can, place a village above the Spectre, right about where I do. So put it right there to the top right of the Spectre and give it the discount upgrades. And then give it Jungle Drums. So these village placements are a little bit annoying on this map. That middle section is kind of just a little bit too narrow for what we're trying to place there. So that's why we're going to put a heli down next instead of another discount village. Just so that we can fit the heli first and then not have to worry about fitting it in later. So get a heli where I do. And then buy another village in range of the other village. Give it the discount upgrades and give it radar scanner. And then give your heli 202. You should be completely fine during all of these rounds, by the way. It does not get remotely close. So you can just keep auto start on and do all this upgrading without any problems. Get Moab Shove when you can. I get it a bit late, but it's no problem. And yeah, now we're pretty much set. We have a heli in range of Jungle Drums and radar scanner. And yeah, we're just chilling now. Gonna get another Alk. Gonna get the Comanche defense, all that fun stuff. .57 doesn't get close usually. Get Comanche defense right at the end of 57. Obviously you don't need it to beat the round, but the sooner you get it, the better for you. Once you've got that, get an Alk, place it in the range of 2 villages and as close to your heli as possible. So right where I do is perfect, but it doesn't have to be there, it can be anywhere else, but yeah. Try and put it away from the other tower, so away from the Spectre, away from the other Alk and such. Give it 300. then give it 400, and then 420. And you should be able to do all of this right before 63, and 63 will just get destroyed, like completely destroyed, as long as you have this set up. So yeah, now we're just going to be saving up for Comanche Commander, and I'll see you guys then. I'm just going to let 63 play out so you don't have any worries about it. If the ceramics even do make it past, they get destroyed by spines, so it's completely fine. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we get Comanche Commander. During 79, get Comanche Commander. You don't need it to beat 79, but I'd recommend it because you do need it for the later rounds, and it just makes the rounds go faster. So the ZOMG gets completely rolled, the insides don't even make it to the turn. And yeah, now the next move is to get a Spirit of the Forest. You won't see me get it here for a long time, because you don't actually need the Druid until it's Spirit, so... Yeah, but what you should be doing right now is getting a Druid. I'd recommend it. It's just going to make the rounds go faster, because it sucks in the ceramics, but yeah, it's not necessary to beat these rounds at all, as you can tell by this gameplay. So get your Spirit. Do not place it there. No, 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 no. Place it as close to the middle, intersection as possible. So now I placed it there below the heli. In hindsight, it's probably not the best spot for it. What you should probably do is remove that right statue and then put it as close to the middle as you can, while still being in range of the jungle drums. We don't need it in range of the camo village, we just need it in range of the jungle drums. So once you have it in whichever spot you'd like, as close to the X as possible, make it a 140, and set it back to strong. Set it back to first, excuse me. With update 37, if you buy the middle path first, it automatically gets set to strong. But I'd recommend putting it on first, for the late 90s. The next thing you want to do, before you get Spirit, is get a MIB on that top village. And the reason we want to do that is because DDTs and comcom, they're kind of, enemies. Nemesis, if you will. Comcom can't actually shoot DDTs, well, damage them, unless it has a MIB or an ALK. And we don't want to be at the mercy of ALK buff RNG, so you should be getting the MIB before 90. I forget and don't do it till about, 91, 92. But as you can see, 90 does still get destroyed without the MIB. Because of spines, so thanks spines. And yeah, now the 90s, they should go by rather slowly, to be honest, but they will go by eventually. And yeah, we just save up, we chill and save up for Spirit. You don't need any abilities. That's the great thing about this run, is you don't need a single Souter ability. I really love Souter, but I find her second ability, more so, can be a little bit unreliable, especially on some of the very difficult maps. Midnight Mansion, I'm looking at you. But yeah, Souter is awesome, and not having to use a single one of her abilities is even more awesome. Drew 94, get Spirit ASAP. Not sure if it's necessary, but it ain't gonna hurt, so just get it as soon as you can. And yeah, watch comcom just shred everything. The great thing about Spirit is it has natural camo detection because obviously it's, you know, spikes on the path. So it's kind of like a Spectre in that way. Once you've got Spirit, get a sub in range of both villages for those double discounts. And then get it to 230. Put it on strong. And get first strike when you can. Right at the end of 96. 97 we do not need first strike. 97 is a pathetic round, frankly. And now with 1, like whatever you want to do after first strike you can do. I decide to go for a 140 Spectre. Put it in range, put it exactly where I do actually, in range of the other village, in range of the bottom village and being able to see that left path. 98, use first strike earlier rather than later. You can see I did it a bit late, but it does not get close, like remotely close. Just use first strike when the ZOMGs come out for 98. 99, not close. 100, use Spike Storm. Doesn't matter if your first strike's cooling down. Use it when it's off cooldown. You want to use Spike Storm and first strike earlier rather than later so that the bad pops before it gets to spines. And that's it. That's your super easy Chutes Black Border. Hope you enjoyed.